Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Skaven campaign where we have been slowly grinding back the lizard men in some, well, actually some good battles last Touchwood. I'm not going to say too much here. We had some reasonable battles last time compared to the ones we've been having in the past. We're going to keep pressure on Maku Peaks now and try and get the Shrine of Sotek, and then we're going to try and push down here to just get them back into their push them back into Lustria itself. Anyway, right, we are at an end turn at the moment, so let's get that going. Slowly. Sorry, I was I was trying to remember what this was called there. This is the Isthmus, obviously, which is I was just having one of those moments of like, what's it called? What's it called? Oh my god! So yeah, we're gonna push them out off the Isthmus between the two continents and back into Lustria, and then we're gonna keep that pressure on now, because actually I'm almost to that point where I'm probably better keeping the pressure on them, because then I can keep pushing them back into Lustria, and then we can secure Lustria, try and confederate our little furry buddies down there, or just batter them into non-existence. And once we've done that, obviously we'll have the vampires here, which we can choose. I will probably kill off, but then again, having the odd person on the coast is not a bad thing, guys, because actually they kind of provide that buffer for anybody invading. So having them there is not necessarily a bad thing, and my Skaven I can probably make it so that my Skaven corruption will completely beat their vampiric corruption. Okay, it's back to us.
Our clan will rise.
Yes, our clan will rise.
Tretch Craventail.
Tretch is a little fast. We're gonna bring everything to bear here. I'm gonna completely overwhelm this Maku Peaks.
Frontline command. Move march. Demon caller.
You can wander around here. Let's also try and make a bit more get more friendly with Khemri. Eventually I'll get them to say that. It's my friendship with Nagash which is annoying them. And as
offer me, the Lich King, little Skaven.
No, one turn remaining before we can break that. We actually get a bonus for breaking that as well, so campaign buff. Favourite wins, it's not the worst one. Okay, Swamp Town can start building its walls. You can start on there. We're going to knock that over here. We're going to knock this one over here so we can have bigger things here. I'm getting here simply because my other place is so far. Once we get into here, we'll probably get one down here as well. But simply because my home region is so far away to be building up armies in now, guys.
Watch your back, tail.
Let's have a look. So you can see Titan Peaks with that special build, with the Quintex building, is by far my best region. That's why I kind of wish I'd got here, because here's got a really solid special building as well. I'd be making a fortune off, which if I'd thought about early on, I'd have made sure I went straight for. Anyway, guys, this is straight into another end turn as our Skaven hordes charge down to Maku Peaks as the Vermintide, you know, rises over the Isthmus and pushes down towards Lustria. So yeah, we'll keep that pressure on anyway now. Loffen. This war, Loffen seems to be holding really well, considering how much more powerful Nagaron technically is. That said, I've kind of put Nagaron into a couple of wars over the sea as well, so they're having to deal with that quite extensively too. So I've possibly caused Nagarons to be in a trickier position than it should be, but they are that much more powerful. They control all the gates now, you know. It's just taking them a long time to burn their way through Loffen. But I think that really is more to do with the fact that they are...
I look safe here. You keep
Ooh,
staying
what do
your
you
distance.
want? Where are they? I'm going to say no for now. We're already friends enough. I don't want an extra war. Ooh, they've got some of the other bomb throwers there. I really should get some more of those in my armies, though. No, I've yet to really get to use them in a proper battle, because I wasn't using them against small units there. Though I know from experience of me being against them, they are very, very tough units to crack, so... 50-50. It's something I do want to get more use of, but I need to work out how to use. I might go and look at some other people's videos for how to use them better. Because they are very damaging. Warp fire throwers as well. Yes, we will offer you a non-aggression pact for the time being. Jared's errantry, that's an odd one. I think that horde, that rogue army has a mix of both undead and Bretonnian units, which is an interesting combination. Okay, let's keep getting more people down here. No, we are going to need to double time there a little bit.
This way. Legs, tails, move! Scurry forward!
Leaving ourselves a little open. Very easy auto now.
Look, Steve. Find it up.
Shrine of Sotek's next. Now they would accept a peace treaty. And we're not going to be throwing it their way just at the moment, so...
All hail, horned rat.
Let's pick up this one. So from what I can see, Cetra and Nagash are having a good old battle over here. I'm going to break my non-aggression pact with you.
Cetra, marvel at my pyramid. Know that you will never know. Never.
Cetra is definitely more important to be friends with. Because he's bigger. And he's probably more likely to win. And he's Cetra the Imperishable. Right, we should have just got a bonus. Yeah, a broken treaty. So we get +4 public order from that, which is quite nice. Which plague priest is this? This is this guy.
I can have him.
Get ourselves extra Vermintide. So that means we can spawn extra guys when we're doing these battles. Okay, so Shrine of Sotek next. And then on to Folks, however I pronounce that. And just generally keeping the pressure on the lizard men now. With 3 big armies, 4 armies. Oh, we've got a little Skaven uprising there. How cute. That's going to be battered. That said, Nagash is probably allied. Wow, the vampires are down this far. The vampire counts, as I keep saying in all of my games, guys, the vampire counts are so much more powerful now. Straight out, as you can see from there, guys, they are...
Too many...
Here, no. They are very, very powerful now, vampire counts in these games. They seem to manage to actually survive much longer than they used to. And grow and flourish. I mean, I've literally in a couple of campaigns, if you watch my Beastmen campaign, guys, the vampire counts took over. Vampire counts were the most powerful faction in the game. Was it that one? I'm trying to think which one it was. Was it that one, or was it the it might have been that one. And I think in my in one of my other campaigns they've taken over completely. As well as my Chaos campaign, they became quite powerful, not quite as powerful. No, once again, we're not going to give you that. I don't necessarily want to be joining their wars, because if they are struggling and they are getting pushed back, it also gives me good chances of confederation. So they don't confederate when they're doing well, when when there's a good solid status quo. They'll confederate after a big solid loss. I kind of wish the game gave you a bit of a warning, like a pop-up saying, you know, there is a confederation opportunity here. I'm doing much better than I expected to against the lizard men. I do think it's because my allies have been pressuring them quite well as well. So it really has helped me here. When you consider how stuck I was early on.
Junction of the Great Horn. You will fight. You die. Release
Take
the
food. Let's throw out the public order one there. Oh god. Swapping this one to the public order should help. Let's get myself out of Bell here.
This is dark omen.
That's not that great, actually. We've got the good one here. That's going to cause this region to make a lot more cash. I want to get some rat ogres out soonish, so that'll do to start with.
Guide us, Horned One. Mighty am I. Attack! We are brave, mighty. Yes! To battle, I come after. Legstails move. War, fight, win.
That makes it an easy auto.
No fares weak.
Okay, and we're going to push Phalanx. However I pronounce that place next. You can go to public order buffs as well.
Council's voice.
And we're going to keep wandering up here just to see how powerful these guys are.
Mortals, thou hast trespassed. Thy words had best hold that will stop.
Nope. So they are powerful. They're not as powerful as I thought, but they are definitely powerful.
Master of Seers. Supreme.
Okay, and this one's going to make our army cheaper, which will buff up our income nicely.
Don't disappoint me.
Let's start getting him his ambush chance out, and he can just move into Maku points. Maku for the time being, just in case we get another rebellion.
Don't think to outspeak me.
Yes, Mr. Franz? Oh wow, Carl Franz is tiny, from the looks of it. So yeah, I'm happy to take the odd peace treaty at the moment, basically, guys, because it's just keeping me keeping them not looking at me, them squabbling amongst themselves over there until I'm ready to re-invade. And said, once we've got all of here, we'll work out which side we're going to be friends with over here. I'll probably want to keep Khemri alive and, you know, buddy up to them, which might involve us going sailing over and battering a few of Nagash's forces. But I want to do, you know, I want to do another mass Skaven invasion of Bretonnia. Get our revenge for being thrown out of there early on, or our aborted invasion early on. You know, land there with several hordes and just, you know, and just have the Vermintide spread across Bretonnia. Oh, they've confederated then. That little faction down there with the with Mazamundi. Pestilence is still trying to take there. One day they will manage to take it, but it's not going to be any time soon. They'd almost be better waiting for rebellions and things to pop up and hit at the same time. That said, any rebellions which pop up there are probably going to get battered straight away. So. They do seem to be pushing back the High Elves down here as well, which is good. Swamp Town first.
Yes! Getting help!
This is probably going to be another easy cap, guys.
This way.
Let's knock you over and get a bell out.
Yes! Battle fight! Get going! Loot steal!
No, I'm okay. I'm just going to occupy it.
More power! Call me Lord Craventail.
Let's buff up the Crack's Call. You can get your most HP, and we'll get you elusive soon.
Must spread our own.
Let's keep pushing this one up.
To eat leaders.
Knock them over and get some other things out over there.
The harbinger of doom.
Ooh, another scullery for us.
Hate water.
I am the High
The dwarfs
King.
are still alive. It just looks like that area of territory has just been so battered about the place.
Invoke the gods around. I am done.
No, we'll get it eventually. I'm steadfast, apparently. How am I steadfast as a Skaven, guys? That sounds wrong. Maybe that's why nobody wants to trade with me. Maybe they're worried about me. Maybe they don't believe that I'm steadfast, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure that I would.
Great warlord.
This is my newbie. We'll buff up this one. No, this is going to be a backup army. So this one's basically going to be full of clan rats. We'll buff his clan rats. We've got a bit of a thing. We've got to spread a bit here. I'm going to come down and capture these and send another army up after them. No, they've got walls up there, so we're going to need to charge them. You can double time it around to Swamp Town. Soon, guys, soon the Isthmus will be ours. At which point we're almost in Lustria itself, rather than Nagarond, or Nagaroth, sorry, is the northern continent, not Nagarond. Nagaron's the city. But no, soon we will be in Lustria itself, and we'll be getting borders with our allies, actually, with Skrulk. I'm still kind of hoping for a alliance with Skrulk, which might actually be a good reason for me to throw a peace treaty at the Lizardmen, so that they start pressuring Skrulk more, which will force him to confederate with me. I want Skrulk to be alive when I do that, however, when I do eventually confederate him, because I want Lord Skrulk as one of my leaders. Depending on how set up he is, how he's set up, because he could always have a grotty setup with skills by this point in the game. Because the computer doesn't always pick the same ones I'd pick, that's for sure. It is something I would like, is the ability to be able to change what they've got. Apparently it is on Creative Assembly's lists from posts I've seen from them, but it's a feature they want to put in, but it's a matter of, you know, it's in their big list of things they'd like to do, and it's not as high as some other things, so... Why are they hitting there? That's a really silly place for them to land. Oh well, I'm not complaining if the Harganeth wants to burn itself off in the middle of their territory. They'll just lose it, but you know. What was I knocking this over for? I can't remember. But green buildings are my most money generating. Why is he so slow?
All tails are mine. Move your tails. Really feel control there now.
Let's get a bell.
Unleash nest fleets.
It's more about seeing who's up here than anything, getting myself a bit more view. Another Skull Reef! I've done quite well from the Skull Reefs, guys, the last few turns. Let's get you being pushed up to full. That makes this mean able to get most units around there anyway. And then turn again, guys. So this will have all been the places I've just taken down here. Will have been the Lizardmen's heartlands. So I've, you know, taking these places will have caused quite a big negative to them, and certainly I'm hoping will have stopped them getting a lot of their higher end units. That said, there are still some places down here where they will still have quite, you know, they will still be able to get them, which they'll have got from the other factions. Certainly one of their biggest settlements is down in there. In fact, it might be that one. I need to check if Hexlottle's only an 8 slot or if it's a 10 slot settlement, because certainly I know there is a 10 slot settlement down there somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure where it is. So I'm still amazed with this war in Northland between the Dark Elves and the High Elves still dragging on. The High Elves have done such a good job of fending them off. I mean, they are losing, but yeah, we will take your trade agreement. No, as I said, the High Elves have done such a good job of fending them off, but
no.
Yeah, you can have a peace treaty. You know, considering how much more powerful Nagarond is than them, apparent in theory, especially now it's and Marathi are one. I'm so amazed by that they're still there at all. They're holding on at all.
My plan scheme works. Rictus, to war! That it is cheap. This city mine. This way. To battle, I come after. For the 30. Yes. Battle, yes.
This may be the point when I want to actually take a peace treaty. Yeah, no, we're going to sail all the way back down here now. Okay, guys, and we're going to end this one here. Simply because this is an interesting point to leave it. Mundy's got a new army here. I want to try and capture here, and if I can, I will bring everything together on him. But he might start being able to push back here. Because that is a very powerful army, actually. So that's quite going to be... It's not as powerful as it could be, but it's not going to be a nice army for me to fight against. So we're going to have to pay attention to what's going on there with his King Chief's probably low level, but, you know, ideally I want to at least get to a floating pyramid before I get a peace treaty. Now, yeah. So Hexalotl is a 10 set someone, and they've got another one down here somewhere. Well, they used to, yeah, Itza down there is another really big settlement form. I'm also going to go for a peace treaty eventually, because it sounds daft. I want Skrulk to start struggling, but I'd prefer to have a border with him before I throw him to the wolves. Throw him to the lizards. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope that you've enjoyed this.